TMZ caught up with actor-comedian Kevin Hart. He talked about his really scary car accident from September. He had to have back surgery. TMZ also posted a picture of the car crash. You can see that was really, really scary. Kevin said that he's feeling great and he's blessed to be alive. He also recently posted video documenting his recovery. And in the video, he says, when God talks to you, it's important that you listen. He believes that God was telling him to, sit down. And when you're moving too fast, sometimes you can't see the things that you need to see. So my question for you guys is, have you ever been in a situation where you felt that God was giving you a message to just, to kind of like sit down and chill for a moment?
Yeah. Actually, I had, God gave me a message, and I don't think he was telling me to sit down. I got in a really bad motorcycle accident in Miami at the beginning of my career. Like, I had just gotten my CoverGirl contract. Like, I think the funds cleared my account maybe that Tuesday, and that weekend I was in Miami. So I was like fresh on the scene, and I got in a really bad car accident off the bike. And I think God was just telling me to focus, like be very intentional in what you do and everything that you do, because there's a plan.
Absolutely. I feel like I've had moments in my life like this. In my 20s, I had really, really tough 20s for multiple reasons. I think naturally I was a people pleaser. And for a really long time in my life, things would happen and I would be that person that'd be like, why is this happening to me? And I'm grateful that I have friends that keep it really, really real with me. And one of those people is Angie Martinez. And I remember being in my 20s and being like, I don't understand why the public has this view of me that isn't who I am. Why are they saying things about me like this? Why are blogs, why don't people like me? And that was really hard for me at that time. And I thank God for friends like her, because she literally said to me, what are you doing that is putting out that message?
Ooh, okay.
And I had to sit and be really introspective with myself. Why do people think that about me? Is it something I'm saying? Is it something I'm putting out there that's getting that kind of feedback? And it took time for me to say, how can I best represent what's inside of here, outside here? You know what I'm saying? And it takes sometimes. Sadly for me, it was like big media, terrible things, but I had to sit down and do that. And then I had a moment like that again in my 30s, and it was actually here on this show.
What happened?
I really felt like, for a long time, I thought, well, I have to control the way people view me, right? And then God reminds you that there needs to be some balance in that kind of thinking, because at some point, people were saying things about us on this stage that literally we could not control. And it was like, I've done everything I could, and people are still talking bad about me. I'm not putting that out there, and it's still coming back to me. Well, God, why is this happening? And I know me and Tam have had this conversation where, like, sometimes you gotta look up at God, and you're like, God, I'm innocent in this situation. You almost feel like, why aren't you looking out for me? And God was actually trying to teach me a lesson that at some point, people can say what they wanna say, and it shouldn't matter to you, because God knows who you are. And I had to have that breakthrough moment for myself to learn that, like, God's got my back, God knows who I am, and at the end of the day, what outside people say does not matter.